What is up, guys? It's Powerbang, and I'm bringing you guys a video tonight. We were doing some friendly challenges in the clan tonight. Mies the Best was working with me on one of the oldest strategies in the book, to be honest with you. So, this is the GoWiWiPe. Yes, that's what I said. But we've added in some healers and some bowlers for a kind of a unique current feel to it, basically. So what you're seeing here is a queen is dropped with 4 healers on her. You're going to bring 7 healers in the army. 4 of them go on the queen, and her job is to basically walk one side of the base. Ideally, you pick up the archer queen kill with her if it's exposed enough, and at some point, you know, crack into the base with your wall breakers if possible, and try to get that CC lure. Now, in bases where there's a jut in like that, you can get that CC lure without it. But on the far side of the base, the opposite of the queen side, you would drop your king in with 3 healers on the king and a CC full of bowlers in behind the king. So what you have essentially is a bowler walk. Now, Mies the Best has some of his bowlers redirect to the core here, but he's able to drop a golem from his camps in time to do some tanking. Now, after your heroes have kind of cleared down the side and left a little patch of buildings going right down the center of the base, drop in your 3 witches and a P.E.K.K.A. Yes, a P.E.K.K.A. with your 3 witches right down the center. Check this out. So they go down. We've got 1 mortar that didn't get hit, so the bowlers are going to quickly take that out. And then into the core we go to the jump spell. So 2 jumps are used for this strategy. 1 to kind of get the P.E.K.K.A. and the witches into the core. Another to get them out of the core, because you want basically the heroes going to clear as much as both sides as they can. And then if the bowlers happen to redirect, your king will die off because the firepower just isn't there to push all the way to the far side of the base. Now the queen she should live. And in this composition, Mies the Best likes the skeleton spell to go ahead and drop where distractions are necessary. You see the P.E.K.K.A. is able to work through a quad Tesla farm pretty much by himself, or by herself, I should say. That's totally a faux pas on my part. That is a she. No doubt about it. I mean, you know what I mean? So anyway, queen finishes up her walk. She's going to go ahead and take out that cannon. We'll skip through the rest of this raid. But I'm like, okay, that was a little bit close. You know, I'd like to see something a little bit more convincing. So let's go ahead and check out some more raids on some different bases. So I got to give a huge shout out to Mies the Best here, along with our guy Sean 2. And took a little break, it looks like. So there we go. And we're back. It's the teddy bear base. We've got a teddy bear. For those of you that can see it, let me know in the comments. But this is a base that the Dark Looters 9s failed on, and we were pretty happy about that. So why not? Let's friendly challenge this one and see if we can figure this out. So Mies the Best bringing the same exact army composition here. Again, 4 healers go down on that queen. He uses the wizard to help with the funneling, and that queen's just going to walk her way down the side of the base. Now, on the other side of the base, once the queen gets started, and you know for certain which direction she's going to take, you can see here, right here, he knows where she's going to go. So he's going to go ahead, drop the wall breakers in to target the wall, open it up once that wizard tower is distracted by the queen. So that's all said and done. She's going to go in and pick up the air defense kill. That is really, really nice work. She should continue walking down the side because really nothing is in range here once that air defense goes down. Now check out the bowlers behind the king. The king is tanking, and once that cannon finally loses the king as he walks out of range, he is able to take out the bowlers, but the bowlers come back and pick up the skipping kill there of the bomb tower and the cannon. So nice job on that. And check the king and bowlers as they walk down the side. You have your ability still, so that's looking pretty good. This teddy bear base is apparently crapping out heroes and a clan castle, so he's not going to deal with that until the very end. Now, the heroes are making good progress, and he's left a strip up in the middle, and you can see that Tesla trap basically popping up in the middle, and he drops in his golem, P.E.K.K.A. and witches from the very top, and they're going to come in and hit that jump spell since everything is already cleared down the side, and there's nothing left to target except for what's in the core. So he drops a rage spell there to go ahead and get his troops through. He's dealing with skeleton traps, which is a little bit, you know, it could be a little bit difficult with a P.E.K.K.A. in there, distracting it just for a little bit. But the queen comes up, and she is going to take out the P.E.K.K.A. before she gets taken out by the P.E.K.K.A. And then a jump spell comes down on the backside of this base to help get everything through. But we've got a CC baby dragon on the loose. And this one, I believe, is going to get pretty close gets a little bit lucky here, but this is kind of the benefit of the witches. You can see they just continually regenerate those skeletons, and we will start to put it in 2x here, but essentially the baby dragon stays locked onto skellies for the rest of this raid. And I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. So he actually finishes this raid, bringing in wizards on the backside, targeting everything that's not, been taken out yet. And the witches keep the baby dragon busy the entire time. So we'll go ahead and look at a couple more. Here we go. This is, I don't even know what to say about this base, first of all, Sean. So why you have this built, I don't know. But he basically said he is the king of ridiculous bases. Who would want to fail on this during war is what I want to know. So the queen starts to walk again down the side of the base, and you're going to want to see her crack in right around where there would be an air defense, because you want to get up, take that out as quickly as possible without the angle cutting down on the healers and having that air defense take out your healers. So he gets ready to, go down the one side of the base with the queen, and you can see she's working her way to the north, and then we'll work her way outside of the base on the other side. Sorry about that notification. Apparently I'm installing stuff right now. I wouldn't even have known that. But yeah, it's like 2 in the morning. But anyways, queen gets in, she's taking out some buildings, and now you're going to see the king start working through the walls here from the east. Healers on him, and he's just going to tank as the wall gets opened up here for him, and then bowlers will come in behind. Ultimately, he's got to have a lot of patience, as that queen has to walk for a long way in order to open up the pathing around this ring and basically open up a straight shot to the core with that jump spell. And again, more than one jump spell in this base really isn't warranted, but he's using literally the same army composition to try to take out multiple bases. And Sean threw him a ring base and tried to stump him. So I thought this one was kind of funny, to be honest with you. So he's the best, just bringing the king and bowlers in on that bottom side. The queen continuing to walk up top, and you can see him dropping in just like single archers in on the exposed buildings. And that's so eventually when he drops in his P.E.K.K.A. and witches, they don't circle on accident. So here's the bowlers just absolutely wrecking everything. And here's the jump spell. He's going to just follow in the king and send it straight to the core. He's got the P.E.K.K.A., he's got the witches, everything going to the core here. Queen on queen action. Queen is victorious, taking her out. Rage spell goes down, so the healers are able to keep her up. But into the core we go. We still have one jump spell left, but no spells remaining for the Quad Tesla farm, plus Expos in the core. So a pretty rough DPS area in there, including skeleton traps. The P.E.K.K.A. is wasting a lot of shots on skelly traps. But is able to take down one Tesla, basically, all the way to a sliver of health. Get the witches, go ahead and take that out. But we've got a golem out front tanking there. And again, the power of the witches regenerating those skeletons is able to kind of finish off this raid. The heroes finish up the ring. They've got nowhere to go except for the core at this point. Now, whether or not he chooses to drop that extra jump spell is kind of up to him. But obviously, there's so many skeletons here that, this base is ripped, basically. So the swag spell comes down on the WHF Clan Castle. Sad day for us, but let's go ahead and check out like one more raid here. Let's back out. Boom, and we will scroll down here. So here's another base, another looking, good-looking anti-3, and he's going to start dropping the queen walk here. Looks like to take out that research lab and then walk to the north. So he's dropping the queen and the heroes, or the healers on the side that he wants her to ultimately walk, and then be able to pick up this air defense from outside the walls here. So that's kind of the goal. So we'll watch as he continues to walk on the outside of this base, and again from the bottom, doing a little funneling with the wizards here to go ahead and clear the way for his king to come down on the army camp, and then healers in behind and bowlers in behind that. You'll see the queen aggro, the bowlers will all run up to the wall, take her out. So pretty creative stuff there, taking her out. The king actually redirects at this point. This is not ideal right now. So how do we, recover from this? A few bowlers go down the wall and the healers stay with them. So we're still good at this point. The king and a few of those bowlers are just going to join the kill squad between the P.E.K.K.A. and the witches. On the upper side, you've got the queen walking on the outside of this base, encountering the clan castle, taking it out with the help of a poison. Everything looking good. Now, their first jump spell went down down to get everything into the core, and you'll see the second jump spell will come down at the end of that moat, kind of by this air sweeper here, to get them out of the core. So that's kind of the goal. Notice the bowler down here, even if he's not doing anything, there's 2 bowlers there, even if he's not taking out any buildings, he's actively tanking this Expo and this archer tower. So that's incredibly helpful, actually, as everything else is kind of pushing through the base. Now you can see we've got the P.E.K.K.A. up there finally going down. The skeletons took it out, but the golem's still alive, doing some tanking, and we have the witches and bowlers finishing up, taking out these buildings. So everything looking good at this point. Bowlers finally worked their way up the wall on the right side. They take out the archer tower, and that is pretty much it. Witches hop the wall, and look at that. The upgraded firepower now of those witches takes out the Expo, and they are able to finish this base off, picking up that 3-star. So Mr. Best able to pick up multiple 3-stars tonight on lots of bases, lots of different styles of bases, everything from anti-3s to, you know, air defenses in a line, to external air defenses, to internal air defenses, ring bases even, like what in the heck. So I don't know if the strategy is going to be any good, but it's definitely kind of a blast from the past with the witches, with the P.E.K.K.A. and, you know, adding that modern flair to it with the bowlers out of the CC and doing kind of a king bowler walk on one side and then a queen walk with the healers. You're like bringing the modern meta to the old school. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video tonight. I'm still chilling in my hotel room here in San Francisco, working on a top secret project. Pretty excited to share it with you guys. Probably another month before that happens, though. And until then, I will keep working hard and let you know what's up. But anyways, that's all I got for tonight's video. This is Powerbang signing out till tomorrow. Take care, guys, and have a good night.